Going to this next one. Doom Room.
More? Oh man.
Doom Room. Is it happening? Doom Room. Is it happening?
Yes,
Doom Room
it's happening.
and Skills Talk. What do y'all think?
Is it happening?
They're both are.
Well,
They both are happening.
I've heard that Doom Room might or may not be happening.
I heard they post something recently, so
Okay.
I think it's still on.
All right, we're gonna have to go to that.
I haven't checked anything.
Skills Talk. Anyone plan on going?
Yes,
Are you gonna go?
yeah. 7 to smoke.
Doom Room always has the same weekend as some kind of gig.
For real?
Yeah. So I know I'm not.
I can't do Doom Room as well.
Okay.
December is
They have it every
it's like the
year.
month for entertainers
Yeah.
and just performers, because I mean there's Christmas party, there's corporate events, there's whatever. It's just end of the year, just the end of the year.
Exactly.
That's true.
Nothing but events.
Okay. And we're closing out. And we're gonna close out on this. Do y'all think that the moon landing was real?
So
Yes.
I feel like I don't know enough about like I'm like, have we been in the moon since? Because I hear
No.
But then I remember when I went, like, let's say
When you went to the moon?
no, one time, but I was,
The
I,
first
I,
time.
I was, yeah, I was only 3, so I don't really remember.
So it's aliens.
No, but I remember when we went to NASA for like a couple gigs. You'll see photos of like moon exhibitions, and like I'm like, are they going back? And we're like, it's not like not talked about.
So apparently what they're saying is that we had the technology back in the 60s, 50s.
Early, yeah.
And this was during the time where the US was competing against Russia. So Russia had, things in orbit already.
Mm-hmm.
And the US was trying to compete with Russia. And this is what led to the nuclear arms race. But the thing is, Russia was trying to do space exploration and whatnot. All the other countries were too. And then the US all of a sudden says, hey, we went to the moon.
Mm-hmm.
So in a way to show that we had like a much higher sophisticated technological advancement over other countries, people are suggesting that no, it was all fake.
Mm-hmm.
And you can tell from the video clips themselves that a lot of it was like shot with like, some type of low res, but like they did some type of thing to like darken the background, all the other stuff, to make it look like that. So that put other countries at bay to be like, okay, we can't mess with the US because they got technology to go to the moon. But ever since then, we've never been back to the moon.
So we've never been back, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. They said we've never been back and we lost the technology to go back, and you can't follow any of the documents.
Then I think it's fake.
I don't think it's fake.
I don't think it's fake.
All I needed to know
I
is
just
if
think,
we've been back yet.
See, but this is the thing. I just feel like people are gonna say stuff. How do we know that they're openly gonna tell us we lost the technology that we? Why would they say something like that? And also disclose to us that we originally put a man on the moon just to show that we're a threat. So how do we know that information? And which it doesn't help.
All of it's been documented.
No, but that's what I'm saying. If it's documented,
well,
why wasn't
time,
it said whenever Armstrong went to the moon?
Well, apparently he never gave any interviews about it. Like people would question him, and he never wanted to talk
about it.
about it.
I did hear something recently, like the
I'm
second guy on the moon. Like nobody knows his name, right? But or some people, but he, I think he even said something about it being fake.
Yeah.
Like this. Like he was one of the guys that was there.
Wait. But in fact, Joe Rogan, and this is the last thing I want to show you.
Joe Rogan is a human.
Well, he brought this
That means
up.
they could lie to you.
Why do you think the moon landing?
He's from the moon. That means he could lie to you. All these people people say stuff.
Yeah, hey man, let me finish. Let me close this out.
Go ahead.
So Joe Rogan actually had a debate, and this is some of the points that he brought up in this whole discussion.
You don't think the moon landing is real?
No, I don't. No. Do you?
Yeah.
Why do you think the moon landing is real? Why don't you tell me why?
I saw it on television.
Oh, you're a genius. Oh, beep that.
Okay, we'll bleep it. Okay, we got
That's genius. You saw it on TV? That's awesome. I'm going to show you some CGI. I'm going to show you King Kong. I saw that on TV, too. There's an 80-foot gorilla. He's running around kidnapping white chicks. You should check it out. 1972 was the last time a human being has been through the Van Allen radiation belt. 1972. That's the last time. There's been only 7 trips ever that human beings have ever gone past 400 miles. Every single...
This is the problem. You're telling me don't believe what the guy saw on TV, and then you're going to show me a map of some stuff. You're going to tell me to listen. You're going to tell me to listen.
No. I'm just showing you the Van Allen radiation belt.
But more people will lie. You will be deceived by your ear more than you will by your eyes. So the fact that you're going to tell me that it hasn't happened and you can explain to me why it hasn't happened.
Okay.
But then for somebody to see it and be like more convinced that
No,
it
but
happened.
how many times have you seen something on
But
TV?
I've seen a
guess
textbook,
I
I've
think
seen-
the point though is that like, how do you believe someone's proof but not someone else's?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Proof? So that's the thing, and that's
Like, why believe? Even though,
Well, you can see anything on
Why
TV.
believe Joe Rogan and then not someone else?
Like,
Well, no, it's more of the technological terms and the stuff that he's referencing. So like I'm not saying
But
like
I'm
what,
sure NASA has a bunch of technical stuff
to
they
prove that
reference.
they've been to
You
the
know?
moon.
yeah, I mean moon rocks, all the stuff
Yeah.
they say that this is actual part
Yeah.
evidence and whatnot. Like I mean I've seen from both
I
sides.
do think
but-
it's weird to not have gone back.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, but
especially since
technology
we've made
has
like.
gone
But why
so
would
much
you go
higher.
back? There's nothing.
Well, no. Apparently, we're trying to go back, and we're trying to go to like
trying to go
they're
to
saying
Mars.
we can't go back. It's not like we didn't want to go back. It's like we can't.
Well, yeah,
Then we can't.
Then maybe they did go, but there was something there off video, like aliens or whatever, and they're like, no, they've literally fucking said we could not go.
Well, I mean, I think that's way more
They're not
plausible.
allowing us to go back.
And they
They
said-
said we
They
can't
say
go
you can't
back.
come back, or we're gonna go there. We're gonna go to.
and the government is kind of like,
I don't want it.
the government's like, we can't tell you everything, but just trust us.
You can't go back.
I mean, that's what I feel like that
And
would be
everybody's
more
like,
plausible.
fake.
No, I mean,
fake.
I'm pretty sure like we have the technology to go back because like
Yeah.
just the amount of stuff we know about space in general. Like we know more about space than we do about
About
like
the
the
ocean.
ocean.
But,
They're-
but
no,
can
but they're literally saying we
but-
can't
alright,
go back.
But can't they be lying saying that we can't go back?
Yeah.
Like that's
Yeah,
what I'm
of
saying. We
course.
can't. We
No,
can't.
no. But I think
could
they
be lying.
would. No, I think if they said that we can go back, I think it would be lying because if we could, we would have.
No, but you don't know. We probably did. The thing is,
How many
you can't-
astronauts have we tried to send?
You won't know. The thing is, you won't know. But the
NASA
fact, the
won't-
fact, the
doesn't have
fact
to
that
tell
you believe that their initial statement that they went is false over we lost our files to go. Like you know what I'm saying? There's
No, they said we lost the technology.
We lost the technology. So you believe we lost the technology over.
I don't think we lost technology. I just think that technology never existed.
So you're just not believing anything.
Pretty much.
Do you believe?
If
Do
we
you
can
believe
send
you're real?
things
Well, it's
into
like-
space, then
well,
we
my
can
thing is-
send something to the moon.
I think that aliens can't exist because they might live in a far more advanced civilization than what we do here on Earth.
Yeah.
But for us to say back in like 1960, we went there and all we had was like some telescopes and some old analog devices. Now we've hit the digital age where we've done stuff. We used to need a room like the size of this to like store like 8 megabytes. Now we can store it like on, your cell phone
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah.
So for us to not be able to say we can't just do that, like something that we've achieved
I think
almost 70, almost
The point
a century
is, like,
ago.
we don't know anything because
Yeah.
the thing is they could be going to the moon every month for all we know. We'll never know
Every month.
Yeah, like
because we don't have access to that information, and those who do are, I'm sure, like just with the government, they don't need to tell anybody anything.
But think about this: like some astronauts got stuck up in space, and NASA couldn't get them
that's
down.
true. No, that's
And then
are they down yet?
I think they're expected to come down.
I think they're back already.
I think so. Yeah,
Man, I hope so.
And I think
I think
and
that they
again,
were
we
expected to
don't
come
know-
down
We don't
around
know
like
the
June.
word. Apparently, they're there for something, and then it required a little more time. So the astronauts, I remember when I saw the live through the news, they're basically saying, "Yeah, no, we enjoy being out here. So it doesn't matter. Like if things need to be done, we have the option to come back or stay." Which I believe. I don't believe that one.
Yeah.
But I don't think they were stuck. I just don't. know
How else would
what's
you not be
happening.
stuck in space?
Yeah.
No, I just know. I don't know what's happening. The fact that they're able to get back tells you something.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
they asked Elon to use SpaceX to go get them down, and
So
apparently-
Elon has technology to go to the moon.
Well, no, not to the moon. They weren't on the moon. They were in the space
But
station.
that's what I'm saying.
They were in the space station.
If you're saying that we can't even survive in space, or we got people stuck in space, so Elon had to come save us.
No. So we could still have like we know satellites and stuff like that exist. Like we shoot satellites up there every week.
Yeah, but I'm sure also where the space station is, I'm sure the moon is much.
It is.
But that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. I'm like, we can't say Elon had to save it, so that NASA doesn't have the technology. But you can't say that because it's like saying our cars, just because a car is broken, like a car breaks, that means we haven't mastered the creation of cars, or
No, but
you know, like
but
Wait,
my
what?
you know what I mean?
I see what he's saying. Is
Is-
like basically like anyone here, our car can break.
Okay.
So just because like our car can break, does that mean that
Break down. Like you're throwing me
break
off.
down. Okay. Yeah.
Break down.
Slaps it out?
It can do top rock footwork freeze. No, but like so like our car can break down. So just because like our car break down, like does that mean that okay, we don't have the technology to have
To drive
functioning
from
cars?
here to Katy.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
And
Like,
if escalators could also break, then when helicopters come in, then it's like the
shut
transfusion.
up. Shut up.
But my thing is, it's like if NASA.
I already knew where it was
You gotta
going.
tilt the needle because they're
But the thing is, NASA hasn't made significant developments in
That we know
space
of.
exploration.
that we know
Yeah,
of.
that we know of.
Well,
We
but
don't know
still.
what they're doing. Like
No, but still,
'cause
but they still asked for someone else to do that, and he just recently is coming up with some of these like these technological discoveries in the past decade.
And he's sharing it with us.
Yeah, Elon is.
No,
The
he's
act-
not sharing it with because anybody that has the technology is not going to give it to the country.
No,
the
not
enemies.
sharing the actual IP, but I mean, he's actually just showing like, yo, we can catch this spaceship with a chopstick. We can go up here and recycle this stuff.
Man,
Chopsticks.
cars are breaking.
Hey, no,
spaceships
but
are
Hey, this half of this
Oh,
conversation, just delete this.
No, but like the thing is like even now we're still learning more about space. So like we don't know what NASA is doing. Like we're still learning about black
how we-
holes. We're still learning about like how far like one galaxy is from another. So it's like it's
I mean, but that stuff's been discovered. Like
Not
how
even.
Yeah,
like
but
what the
I'm
telescopes
saying
and stuff like that.
we're continuing to make more developments like through time. So
Man,
like
you know what was like not talked about much though is when the White House did say like confirm that they're aliens.
Yeah,
I feel like that like no one ever talked about that.
yeah, for
What,
sure.
the Area 51 type stuff?
Yeah.
Well,
Like, they
it's-
said,
it's
like,
beyond
But
that.
that's been a thing. But yeah, I know they talk about
They
the
started
leak
talking
or-
about it this year, talking about like stuff that's happening between.
I want to look more into that and see like what have they let out.
But all right, here's a question: do y'all think space is cold or do y'all think it's hot?
code.
Oh, that's a good question.
overall cold, but
Now why?
I guess because in
there's no-
movies they
the-
freeze.
the vacuum of space is cold. It gets the heat from the sun.
Right,
knows
right. But at the same time,
Kano.
He's
Maybe
smart.
you teaching
Yeah,
Kano.
yeah.
Kano be teaching.
Connor's like one. He's like,
No, but all right. So there's an absence of air molecules in space, right? So it's a vacuum, which means that
Get him out of here.
I know, get out of here. But so that means no particular type of molecule can be heated, right?
heated. Mm-hmm.
But if you're no, but if you're in space, right? The thing is, you're actually exposed to an exorbitant amount of radiation because you yourselves are molecules and whatnot, right? So if we go into space, that's why we have to wear the astronaut suit and all that stuff, or else we die from radiation poisoning. And then that in itself, wouldn't that heat you up? Wouldn't that do this?
So, like,
the only reason why the vacuum would kill you is because there's an absence of air to for you to be able to breathe.
So you know how like in movies, like let's say someone's suit gets cut and they duct tape it. Like those couple seconds, would that kill them? If let's say there was an opening
If
for
it cuts,
5
it's gonna
seconds.
pop.
Yeah, that's what people say too. I know other movies are kind of like, oh, duct tape it, like.
Yeah, duct
And then
tape.
they survive.
Oh, duct
Like,
tape.
No, that ain't gonna last.
Yeah, you're gonna need more than duct
I'm
tape.
wondering, like, if you're exposed even for a second, are you done?
Well, they say like it depends. Like all the fluid. Like think about all the air molecules in your blood vessels. Like all of those things trying to escape.
At
Like
once.
yeah. So like that's like I mean I haven't seen any research or anyone try to do some type of scientific research and seeing how fast air molecules could escape your veins like
That's true. Yeah,
like in a vacuum.
All right, let's
But-
try it.
Yeah.
All right, so
Hey,
why
Elon.
do
Nose goes,
why do you
nose
think?
goes.
So you think?
Yeah, no, it's
So you think space is warm?
I wouldn't say that it's warm. I think it's nothing. But until something's there, then that thing would probably heat up.
Then where does the radiation come
Okay,
from?
I think it's cold,
sun.
but it warms up when you blow up.
Okay, yeah, exactly. So it will come from. Yeah, it should be cold then.
Well, what my thing is, it's like I still think it's like I think it's cold, right? Like but the thing is, due to it, well, actually,
It's
so here's the thing: there's a lot of things to be
cold.
said.
It's cold because I mean the proof is already that there's planets that are just ice, like
Oh, okay.
Neptune and like
Yeah, but there's
all-
also planets that are hot.
yeah the ones that are closer to the sun. So
Right.
away from the sun, what is space? I mean it's cold because the ones that are frozen ice, they're the ones that are away from
Hey,
the
get
sun.
Kano here,
Okay,
man.
all right, here's a real question.
where's Kano?
I mean, I feel like Kenny would know because of Kano, but
Because of condo.
But
Why is he the scientist? He's like 4 years old.
I know because he's just learning.
He just
But
knows it.
Can anybody name the order of the planets starting from the sun?
My very educated mother just served us 9 pizzas. So that's
Why do you remember that?
so that's Mercury, Venus. Wait, that's Mercury, Venus, Mars, Earth.
No.
Wait,
All
my
right.
very educated, Mercury, Venus, Earth. Wait,
My very
educated mother.
Mars
Yeah,
serves.
no,
Right?
there's no.
I
Because
don't know where.
I know the order. I'm just seeing it.
Wait, no, my
Yeah, I knew
very.
Kenny would know.
I'm trying to remember this song. It's been so long. My very educated mother. What? How did the Earth come in there?
When he said my very educated,
yeah. Okay, my very. Wait, Mercury, Venus, Earth,
Mars.
Mars.
Mother.
Yeah, so Mars is after Earth.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then I thought that's what I said earlier.
Earlier you switch Mars.
Yeah,
and
earlier.
Okay. So my very educated mother, just Jupiter, serves Saturn, us Uranus, 9. Wait, yeah,
Neptune.
Yeah, Neptune, 9. Pizza, Pluto. Is that 9? Did I say all 9?
Hey, good job, Jeffrey.
Hey, but
Repeat
Pluto's
that.
Sing
not
the
a
song.
planet.
Sing the song. Sing the song. You better sing it.
Very educated.
With that,
Shot.
All right, now name the dwarf planets.
All right, tell me, what came first, the
chicken?
sun or the light?
The sun.
The
Guess
light.
has time to travel.
you need light.
I mean,
Like you're just
The
saying
light
that
bulb.
mass just existed.
No, you know what? Y'all two need to go read the Bible, Genesis. Y'all see, y'all find the answer.
Yeah, let them know.
I say light. The light is light.
We're talking about when it says "Let there be light."
It says God created first, basically,
The heavens and earth.
yes, the heavens and earth. It's still dark. He said then he decided to create light. And then after that, he said he wanted to distinguish
Wait, I said
day
light.
from day. Yeah. But
So
you said
Joel's the
light
only
is
dumb
light.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
No,
said
I
he
said light.
wanted to distinguish the nighttime from the daytime. And that came after light.
And
So
he
it's just
created the
lit.
ocean.
Yeah. He created light.
No, but maybe God created the sun. Therefore,
No,
there was
no.
light. Wait, listen. And when there's night and day, then it started spinning.
Then it started spinning. Someone go get this man.
So I get him out of here.
Look at him.
All right, but like Joe Rogan was saying,
Space station mission, every space shuttle, every satellite, all of those are inside the protective Van Allen radiation belts, which start at 1,000 miles. They go from 1,000 miles to, depending on who you ask, if you ask
I know.
NASA, 24,000 miles. If you ask James Van Allen, the guy who discovered it, it's 67,000 miles of intense radiation that's in a gigantic donut band that covers around the Earth. Now, even if you got outside of that band, you have to deal with solar cycles. There's the apex of a 20-year solar cycle was between 1969 and 1972. All the time when these guys are making those missions. Any one of those guys out there in those tiny little aluminum shielded crafts would have been killed instantly during any solar flare.
Why fake it?
Thank you, Kyle. Why not fake it?
You should open with that.
If you look at any of the footage online, it looks ridiculous. It looks stupid. If you look at the videos, it looks ridiculous and dumb. You know why? Because in 1969, nobody anticipated that we were going to have VCRs and the internet. We were going to be able to watch that. They wanted to win the Cold War. The Soviet Union's had over 10 firsts in space. First man in space, first woman in space, they had everything. First dog in space. They had first satellite. They were so much more advanced than the Americans were. But the Americans were more advanced in trickery. And that's what they did. They figured out a way to fake it. That's why when Neil Armstrong got back, first of all, he went insane. They went into a deep depression. So did Buzz Aldrin. He became a huge alcoholic. He gave no interviews. Neil Armstrong still to this day will not give interviews. He gave one speech that he gave at the 25th anniversary of the moon landing. And this is what he said in front of America's best honor students. He said, "We have here amongst us America's best and brightest." And the quote was, "You will achieve many great things if you could peel away one of truth's hidden layers." That's a speech this guy gives standing in front of the top honor students of the country. Not, "I went to the moon." He doesn't say that. He gives this cryptic speech. Now, Bill Clinton, in page 100, I think it's 156 of his book, My Life, he gives his story about how when he was a kid, he was working with this carpenter. And this carpenter said, "I don't believe man landed on the moon." It was 3 months after the moon landing. landing. And he said, I thought that guy was ridiculous. He said, you know what? I don't believe anything those TV fellows show you. He said, after 8 years in the White House, I thought maybe that guy was ahead of his time.
Wow.
This is in Bill Clinton's autobiography.
Wow.
This is in his book. There's no way people went on the moon. There's no way.
By the way,
It's impossible today. China wants to go back to the moon. They don't even have a clue how to do it. They're going to try to get there in 2020. America thinks we could possibly go back in 2017. All of the hard data, the telemetry data, 14,000 reels is missing. No one can find it. What the telemetry data is, that's the binary data, the ones and the zeros that show the distance between the command module and the Earth during every step of the way on the way to the moon and back, which you can't fake. They don't have that. They can't find it, which you would think would be in a locked golden vault in the Smithsonian. But no, they can't find it. Well, they say, well, you know, they placed laser reflectors on the moon. You can shoot a laser beam. That's proof. Well, it's not proof because the Russians did it twice with unmanned probes. The Russians also collected space samples and samples of the moon.
Very amazing, and I've had these guys on, and
Which guys?
You know, the different guys on the internet that are behind.
There's a lot of guys, and I've debated that one guy, that Phil Plate from Battersea. I clown that guy, because it seems so solid. We went to the moon. It seems so solid. Until you look at.
So that's pretty much it.
Question. But so then, how do we get like the Mars rover to the Mars? Like that's even further to the moon. And the Mars rover is pretty big, bigger than a person. I'm like, how could you get a whole thing like that over there?
I don't know how big the Mars rover is, but
I'm pretty sure it's
no, but you could
big.
you can send things off. Like you can shoot it in that direction, and make it land. Like they've done all those simulations and stuff like that, where you saw them deploying the parachutes and it like going through the atmosphere of Mars and doing all this stuff. But
I'm just saying that there's a lot of stuff in there that I could combat and easily just ask a simple question of how do you know. And I just think there's people are easily and I just don't like when people talk like that, where they just don't
like throw out a bunch of stuff.
A lot of things.
Don't you understand that it's just 60,000? I'm like, what if I said
why
that?
Is that?
But I feel like a lot of it's credible.
And I'm sure you can't even compute that. So why are you saying all these things that you can't compute? And it's just people that just regurgitate things.
They heard it.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm just like, well, let's break it down. Let's break it down. If you could tell me all of this, then tell me why our human bodies itself, how do our human body operate? Why can't we still discover certain things in our bodies? Why are we still fighting for cancer? Why? But you know all of this stuff. You know all of this, but you can't tell me this. So it's just a lot of things that I'm like, there's just a lot of things in this world that we're not going to know.
Yeah.
We're going to make assumptions.
Okay, so do y'all think that we could either go back or go for the first time to the moon in our lifetime?
In our lifetime?
Do you think it'll happen before we pass away? Like, let's say we live till we're 80.
I don't think that's a priority.
But do you think it'll happen?
I think it could.
It could.
I think the way that Elon is going about it, like
I just
caught a spaceship with a chopstick.
Watch. Let's say they do go to the moon, and the footage looks way different. Like they're not like this anymore.
Yeah.
It's like instead, like you know, like I don't know, like what if they're like.
And
like
they just
super
continue
high,
to flow away.
You know,
that's how I feel like it would be.
You know, like I just wonder, like if that's like I feel like that'll be a big sign. Like maybe like we'll really know it didn't happen if like they don't want to show footage.
Well,
they went to the moon, but they don't want to show.
They made some discoveries about like Mars and the real color of it, and just recently that they said that they found like liquid, like there was actually like liquid on the surface of Mars and stuff like that, and the planet isn't even red. It's not a red glow. It's actually supposed to be like some greenish type of color.
That's weird,
but it could look different from like a side, like from far. Because let's say even right now when we look in this telescope, whenever what was it? There's something that happened where you could see like Mars with the telescope.
I mean, they put like one of the most clearest images of the moon recently, and you see like some blues and yellows.
Yeah,
it just looks
it's crazy.
So sometimes you do just see like different colorations.
Yeah.
But once you're there, it just you get a clearer view.
All right. Well, I think we're gonna end it there.
Next.
So if you find yourself in space, don't hold your breath. It's better to just let yourself breathe.
And pretty much we've all learned that we didn't learn anything.
Yeah, basically.
That's actually for real. Like if you're able to live in space, like stay up in space, it's better to not hold your breath because you'll die quicker. It's like better to just breathe normally.
That's interesting.
But I mean, regardless, you're gonna die. But that's just a fun fact.
And also, next episode, Hot Pot, we're filming it on the moon.
Thank you.
So be ready for that.
Hey, Elon, come scoop your boy up.
Yes,
So
sir.
like we said, guys, thank you for joining us on this episode of the Hot Pot. And be sure to check in with us on YouTube, Instagram, like, subscribe. Also, be sure to check out thehotpotstudio.com to search all your favorite episodes and to shop it with your favorite merch.
yeah,
Anything else, guys?
That's it.
hot pot.
Did y'all learn
Let's go.
anything? Did y'all learn anything?
We learned a lot. Come on.
I'm just skeptical of everything now.